Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hidden Battles podcast. This is Battlecast number 10, right? Double digits, guys. Welcome back, guys. Hey, so listen, this podcast and the rest of the podcast this year are going to be brought to you by DCU, our new partners. So welcome aboard DCU Digital Credit Union. You can find them dcu.org. You can find a local branch at dcu.org. How's things, guys? All right? Things going good?
Yeah.
Everybody's giving me the ghost face. Like, everybody's staring at me like,
well, it's
hey,
fantastic.
how's it going?
It's warm
Everything's
out.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, it is nice out. So what will we be doing later? We're doing s'mores, right?
S'mores. Fire and s'mores.
So yeah, we're gonna do some fire and s'mores. We have a couple adult beverages, and we're just going to relax, and we're gonna talk about DDay today. I just broke my chair, like legit broke my chair. It matches my big toe.
Awesome.
All right, so Chris, what do you got for us?
You know, guys, as usual, it's Scott and Chris, and we have Matt joining us back again.
Hello.
Welcome back. And as we always like to start off, you can, if you're in crisis, you can always call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. You can always text TALK HELP BLUE. If you text anything to 741-741, there will be a crisis counselor there.
Yeah, we don't want to steal your thunder, but what are your favorite three numbers?
911.
Yeah, if you listen to the Battlecast before you've heard us, we like to push that number, not the 911 one, but the other ones, because 911 is, I think every 4-year-old knows that one right now.
Yes.
So, all right. So, hey, so why don't we start off with stuff? Why don't we do a moment of silence for NYPD Police Chief Silks? Yeah. All right. So a brief one on Chief Silks. Chief Silks was 38 years in NYPD. He was months away from retiring, and he took his life the other night. So we just wanted to say, Godspeed, my friend, and sorry you didn't seek the help you needed.
Yeah, you know, he's 62-year-old and mandatory retirement.
Can you well, you know, we talked about post-retirement suicide before, which is, I mean, in the Commonwealth it's 65.
And for New York, for NYPD specifically, it's 63.
Wow, so all right.
So he was getting there.
Yeah. And that, I mean, think about what that guy saw in that many years of service in NYPD. You know what I mean? Wow. Imagine that. Times are changing, buddy. Oh, Matt, you're quiet. What's up?
Oh no, I was thinking.
Oh, I'm like, you get the Gitmo sock over there and you just being
I
quiet?
double wrapped it.
All right. So listen, why don't we talk about some DDay stuff? I found a soundbite about Malden. We'll see if we can get it to play. So this is, it's the one I found. Actually, I don't think I found it. It's the one that I'm just going to put up. I think Chris found it. All right, so the one we found was Wallace Burbine. He's from Malden, Massachusetts. 17 years old. He enlisted in the Navy. 6 months before D-Day, he enlisted, right? So this guy, listen to this. He gets on the beach landing crew. So what it does is, he described it as, he would take all the supplies that all troops needed to fight the war. So they come in to Utah Beach, and they start immediately taking fire. So his crew chief or his boat chief says to him, you can either stay on the boat or you hunker down on the beach. And they were getting shelled so much, he was like, no. Jumps off and he hunkers down on the beach for 12 hours. The wonderful thing that I love about this story is World War II didn't take him. He was then in Korea. Korea didn't take him. Then he went to Vietnam, and Vietnam didn't take him. That guy is, Chuck Norris ain't got nothing on this guy. And we've talked about that before, too.
That kind of sounds like fighting words.
You know what? I would put this guy, if you've seen this guy, he's got a boxer's nose. He's from Malden. This guy ain't no sissy. You know, Air Force sissy.
He's 92.
Yeah, 92, and the guy still, he's grumble. Like, when he talks, you know he's seen some. You know?
But was he airborne?
He was in a ship.
Exactly. There was a 97-year-old that he went and jumped out of a plane to commemorate D-Day.
That was a great segue, Matt. Kudos. I'll give you the ding. So yeah, we talked about that in a last podcast, but we actually talked about a British soldier who jumped. So, what do you got on the American guy? Got anything?
Oh, now you're gonna make me look it up.
Well, you brought it up.
It's the 97-year-old.
Yeah, the 97.
Yeah.
And he tandem. So if you watch the video of him tandem, He comes in hard. He lands hard.
Well, you had to get a personal trainer to just help him build up so he could actually do it.
Really? Yeah.
It was from San Diego, Tom Rice.
Okay. So what was his story in D-Day?
I got
so prepared. So
I got
prepared.
nothing for you right now.
I'm surprised you guys didn't have
I
this
know
one.
he was training for like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else for you.
So in the past, we've talked about George Bush, the father, right?
George W.
Yeah. So, and we talked about him, and he used to. From what age of 80? He had jumped, right, every
Yes.
day on his birthday.
Yeah, every day on his birthday. So this American hero, who served with the 101st Airborne, jumped into Normandy with thousands of other parachutists in 1944 and recalls it as, and I quote, "the worst jump I ever had."
Is this? And he was also quoted to say, "It was stupid the first time. Why not do it again?"
Yeah, and prior to that, he said, "I got my left armpit caught in the lower left-hand corner of the door, so I swung out, came back, hit the side of the aircraft, swung out again, and came back, and I just tried to straighten my arm out, and I got free, and then fell
Was that the first or the second time?
first."
Oh, I was gonna say, imagine that it in his 90s. If that happened to him now?
So.
Yeah, that wouldn't end well.
No, not at all.
But as Matt said, he was working the last 6 months with a personal trainer, preparing, and he jumped tandem
Yep.
with someone else.
All right, so a couple things. So, look, a couple of facts for you. So the operation was called Operation Overlord. Eisenhower was the one who put this into motion. So they're saying 5,000 ships, landing crafts, were carrying troops. The supplies left England. They tripped across the Channel to France, while more than 11,000 aircraft were mobilized for this invasion.
Wow.
That's nuts. Imagine that. Imagine the logistics of that. We have like 10 volunteers that we can't even wrap up. It's like wrangling cats. And these guys did that.
And the Air Force they break down everywhere now.
Yeah.
They don't even have enough birds in the sky.
Yeah. So imagine that. Well, that was when everything was made here in America, though.
Well, that and they always break down in Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this before? You've broken down.
Yeah, they never break down in a bad place.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, no, it was different with me. It was, our plane broke down in Bangor, Maine, when we were going to Coastville.
Bangor.
Yeah, Bangor, right? Oh, sorry, no, this is when I was going to Kenya. Broke down in Bangor, right? And then from Bangor, it broke down in Shannon Island. And then it broke down in Egypt and Cairo. And then it broke down again in Kenya, in Nairobi, which none of those, well, I mean, Shannon was kind of cool, but we couldn't leave the airport. So,
Well, the pilots can.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, we flew that wonderful, I don't even think they exist anymore, North American Airlines. I was on Miss Carolina. So,
You know that they're redoing the NWA airport in New York, right?
no other.
Yeah. Making it a hotel?
Wow, nice. Very cool.
Yeah, I stay up late and watch random things.
Yeah, apparently.
So just some quick facts in regards to D-Day. It was the largest amphibious land and water invasion in history.
It's still nothing. I mean, nowadays, you can imagine pulling that off. Do you remember when the SEALs landed in Somalia back in '93? CNN met them on the beach. It was ridiculous. Imagine that. Imagine now if they tried to do something this big, what it would be like. It'd be on the internet, it'd be on TV, it'd be on cell phones. It was just, you know what I mean? That'd be crazy. But yeah, what were they saying? They were saying 326,000 troops, more than 50 vehicles, and 100,000 tons of equipment had landed on Normandy. Does anybody have the facts on how many people died that day?
It's estimated approximately, I think it was 10,000 Allied soldiers were killed, wounded, or went missing in action. So it was,
That's during the whole operation. That's not just on Omaha and Utah Beach. That's actually
yeah, that's the entire operation.
Because I know there was a large, like we had mentioned, the paratroopers. That was a big giant snafu with that, with sticks getting thrown off. And a stick is, Matt, you want to explain that in airborne terms? What's a stick of men?
Sticker man?
No, stick of men.
Oh. My bad. That's, each stick is who's going to be jumping out at on different paths.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I know that like sticks or a collective group of guys, if there was 100 at a time or 50 at a time, whatever, they were actually the wind had taken them far off course, and they were actually dropped behind enemy lines and in front of enemy lines, and they were all over the place. So that would actually include that. It wasn't just what people have seen on Saving Private Ryan at the beginning. It wasn't just that. So because I think they said 4,100 died on the beach that day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, something like that. So. And for our fact checkers, we're never really that factual. I mean, sometimes we're right on, and sometimes we're not. So if you're a fact checker and you want to stop blowing up our emails and stuff, you can actually send an email too.
podcast.hiddenbattlesfoundation@gmail.com. Again, podcast.hiddenbattlesfoundation@gmail.com.
And if this is your first time checking in on us, you can actually find us at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and so it's Hidden Battles Foundation. Yeah, we're actually broadcasting. No, actually, be recording the first one.
Recording
tonight.
live.
So yeah, look at that. So and you know what's funny? Do you ever see like certain things? They always talk tech, like we're currently using this short fire market, blah 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 blah. We've never done that.
Don't even ask what we're using.
I'm using an iPhone 10, and do I need to actually email this in because I fact check myself?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the TWA.
Yeah, you said NWA, and I instantly thought of Ice Cube, DJ Ren.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Because that brought me back to my early Against the Rap days where I love that. Oh, so it's the old terminal they turned to. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So guys, check that out. Where'd you find that on? On the Google machine, right?
Yeah. Well, I watched it on some little snippet.
Oh, nice.
But they actually had the actual signboard redone.
Oh, that's cool.
Remade by the original manufacturer.
Yeah.
So it still looks original.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal.
Nice.
So here's a trivia question for you guys. Do you know what the D stands for in D-Day?
You know?
Going once?
No. Please.
Going twice?
Yeah.
So the D stands for day.
D-Day? So Day-Day?
Day-Day.
Day-Day.
Wait, wasn't Day-Day on Friday? The movie Friday? Day-Day was Ice Cube's cousin, played by Omar Epps. Day-Day.
The D stands for day.
They were fighting him.
Yeah.
So D-Day, or Day-Day, is code for the day an important military attack is scheduled to begin.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd say it's D-Day.
Oh, nice. Well, that's that's actually really good. And you can fact check that.
You can.
Yeah, because
That's correct.
So we're now 2 for the 500.
Yeah. Yes. Anyone know the code name for the 5 beaches?
Oh, I used to know this.
So you already said 2 of them.
Yeah, Omaha. Oh, yeah. So that was Omaha. Utah was Nevada one.
Nope.
Omaha, Utah. Yeah, we're filling airtime here. What is it?
Gold, Juno, and Sword.
I knew Juno.
I forgot about my sword.
Yeah. Hey, so in true Bostonian fashion, because we can't let anybody upstage us, know what they did? The Constitution comes out of it.
Oh, made the turn.
Yeah, made the turn. And then it comes out, and it does the 21-gun salute, and then heads back, which is awesome.
You know what? I will say we're very lucky in Boston to have this wonderful piece of history.
Yeah,
sitting
absolutely.
right in our city.
Yep. And is what is it? It's the oldest commissioned active war vessel.
Yep. In the world.
In the world.
I want to be the captain.
Actually, we were on that, and just recently we brought up Jerry Richardson from Odd Valor, our good friend. We brought him up, and we had shown him. They actually have a plaque, and they have on this plaque is every ship commander that's ever commanded the ship down in I guess I don't know what the term is, down by the galley. The galley I think is where you eat, but. So this is where we need a Navy guy
people.
on here. Yeah.
Maybe I should call my dad. He was on a Navy ship.
Oh, that's true.
A seaman?
Yeah.
He was a radioman. On the USS Glover with currently Congressman Rick Scott, who used to be the governor of
that's
Florida.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Know what's strange about Navy rank? Like with the Army, it doesn't matter what job you've done. You're either private, I think other than specialist and corporal because of the thing, sergeant and then up, right? Navy, it's different. It's like you have a seaman, you have a chief, a warrant. Like it isn't. Don't they have, depending on your job, different terms or different?
Yeah, I just never tried to figure out what was what.
It's crazy. That's too many ranks for me to remember. I had a hard time with just what my officers and my enlisted.
Yeah, I usually just said, "Hey, you, come here."
You're like, wait, who am I saluting? Which one of you guys gets the knife hand? You know?
What's saluting?
Yeah, Captain.
No, he dealt with a different set of rules.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
Yeah, we're on first name basis.
No.
So the 21 gun salute was done at Castle Island, right outside of Castle Island in Boston.
It's a very, very favorite spot of my family. We actually have fond memories. Every Friday night we'd go down there and have ice cream.
So
At Sullivan's, yeah. Good
we
hot
didn't,
dogs
we didn't
too,
make a
buddy.
trip down there this year.
Actually, we're going to do a memorial rough down there for
Oh, really?
Nick in October.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
That'll be up on the website when we get more logistics involved in that.
So the
I was
event.
kind of thinking we could just go there and have some ice cream before the overnight walk.
No, we're going to hit there in the overnight walk.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah, so talk
Really?
about the overnight. Yeah, that's part of the overnight walk. Usually...
Well, I haven't seen a map, so I couldn't tell you.
It's on the site, so let's fill everybody in on that. So the overnight walk is AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is one of our, we'd say partners. They give us training, they give us all our media aids and stuff like that.
Give us our handouts.
Yeah,
and
handouts,
other
literature, right?
literature,
Literature's the
networking.
word, yeah. So they do an Out of the Darkness walk. It's 16, depending, 16
to
to
18.
19. Well, we did 19 in Seattle. I know I
Their
did 19.
website said 16 to 18.
Yeah, well, you know, they didn't walk Seattle. I did, and I actually on my Fitbit was like ridiculous. So 16 to we'll say 18. We'll quote them. Some fact checkers. So what you do is you meet around 4 o'clock. You register at 6 o'clock. They have open ceremony. At like 6:30, 6:45, you start walking.
Oh, and rush hour
walking.
traffic.
No, it's a Saturday.
I know, but that would be rush
Yeah.
hour traffic for
There's
Boston.
always traffic in Boston.
Yeah, I know, it's true. So what you do is then you walk, like the first 2 miles, you're walking, everybody's together, everybody's fun, and then it starts to scatter out a little and you start to meet and talk. But then they have a couple rest areas and they have a snack. But the midnight snack, which is a lunch, is usually at Castle Island, because the last time I did it, and it was awesome. So it's really cool. You're walking down there, the planes are coming over you, you're walking
Yeah.
to it, So no, that's a good thing. And so we will definitely be there. And we actually have a cheer squad. So if you do go to the overnight web page, if one of you guys is on your phone and want to do something other than creep your friends. See, Jay Nice is on there, and Danielle's looking at horses. Okay.
Yeah. See, that's just all it is. all the
No.
time.
So it says, look,
Yeah, no.
route,
I'm looking.
route
Yeah,
cheer
yeah.
stations.
Mm-hmm.
So keep looking.
Oh,
You'll find
Swan
it. You'll
Boats.
see it. It's in there.
Are we allowed to take the Swan Boat for a ride?
No, you're gonna be. Once you get on that, I'm gonna tell you, if you stop and sit during these walks, you're doomed. So this will be your first walk, you guys'
It will.
first walk. This will be my.
So Swan Boats.
We're gonna hold hands
Oh, wait.
together.
It's on. Oh, we have a plug.
Swan Boats. They give us a raffle every year for our cornhole tournament.
Oh, nice.
20 tickets
Yeah.
for the Swan Boats.
Hey, something else that's really cool that brings us back to D-Day. The duck boats.
Oh wait, you mean the things that we use in the parade?
Yeah, and hopefully the Bruins can get their you-know-what
Oh,
together.
come on.
Weren't they up by 2 games?
Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah.
How are the, we're not even going to get into it. But yes, so we hopefully will have another parade with the duck boats soon, which are World War II amphibious vehicles that they use for landings.
You also want to hear, we can just veer off to sports. One of the players for the Blues
Mm-hmm.
graduated from Pinkerton Academy a couple years after me.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's
I didn't know
making
you went to
$800,000 a year.
You went to Pinkerton?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's right up the street in Derry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right
wow,
there.
Nice. Oh, but if you want to go sports and military, the place kicker for the Patriots was just commissioned
As a lieutenant.
A lieutenant in the Navy.
Outside of
So-
Gillette Stadium.
Yeah.
He's lost forever.
Yeah. You know what? No. I'm going to go with the Pat Tillman thing. You know what? I think that with people's hearts and honor go in hand, I think it's bigger than sports, and good for that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it all to him.
Yeah.
He gave up a lot for it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, what are you dropping now?
My phone.
All right. So let's talk about some things we got coming up. We touched on D-Day a little, and everybody's been beaten up, and I think it was a great idea that we did say let's do this whole podcast about D-Day. But
You
know
can
what?
only talk so long about
Yeah,
it.
we're not the History Channel, and we'll probably lose you.
Today on the History Channel.
Yeah, exactly. Forged in fire. We're gonna watch these guys make a knife.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do?
Oh my
No,
god!
that's
No,
Pops.
let's not set it. No, let's settle into this one now. First Responders Live, the TV show.
Live PD. Oh my.
No, now it's live First Responders or whatever it is. They're gonna follow around EMTs.
Oh, so okay,
Doctors.
Boston EMS. Okay.
Yeah, but you see, okay, fire.
Chicago Fire.
Did you ever see?
Oh,
There's a
what
parody.
What about DPW workers?
If you look at Undercover Boss, I believe it's the Philadelphia mayor was with the DPW for a day, and garbage workers and
Wait,
stuff.
time out. Undercover Boss is horrible. The only Undercover Boss that was good was the one they did on Saturday Night Live about Kylo Ren, and he was
Yes.
hiding in Star Wars. That is the most hokiest.
Or the one they
schedule.
did with Key and Peele.
Yeah, it legitimately is nothing but a half an hour commercial about Walmart, Target, Kung Fu Panda or whatever, the Chinese Panda or whatever it is, right? But this is ready. I'm going to sum it up for you. Every episode, ready? The guy comes in. He doesn't look like himself. Wink, wink, nut, nudge. Right? He talks to this poor person who has this horrible life story, who wants to get back into college but can't. But guess what? Later, when he finds out who they are, you're going to college for free. Right?
No way.
Then you have the single parent.
Oh my god,
Right?
you're kidding
Who's
me.
struggling, who's naturally struggling, and you know what? Good for them, you know. But and I don't want to sound like like an a-hole, but the thing is this: they're all scripted. It's the same format.
Now that you say that, you are right.
It's horrible, and they all sit there and they go, oh, "I didn't know it was you."
Chris, did you just realize that?
You know,
I don't think
reality shows are reality shows, right?
No, see, Chris is smarter than I am, and he just does it. He takes it for the entertainment factor, where I break it down and I'm like, "This is garbage." You know what I mean? Like every show on Discovery is the same. You have the climax. You have the impossible deadlines that nobody's ever going to meet, but they meet them, right? And then then you have the turmoil fight between the boss and the
it's
foreman.
like Bar Rescue,
Yeah,
Kitchen
they're all
Nightmares.
that way. They're all
Hotel.
that way. It has come to the point that all they do is change the subject, they change the environment, and it's the same damn show.
That's true.
You know, I'm waiting for one where it's a landscape company, and the landscape company boss has a son, and they have like this impossible deadline where they have to make this backyard beautiful for somebody's graduation. We're never gonna make it, Dad. What are you doing? You just let Steve go, and Steve was supposed to run the machine, and now we got nobody. It's all right, I'll run the machine. I haven't run the machine in 20 years. It's garbage.
You know, I feel like everybody's starting like live PD, for instance.
Mhm.
That's just come around within the last year or two.
Yeah.
It's been Boston. We've already done it. Boston's finest.
Yeah.
Boston EMS.
Yeah.
Already done it.
Exactly. I think they should do one for MedFlight
That would be
because
awesome.
everybody wonders what's going on in MedFlight.
The tough thing is though with MedFlight. So I have some friends that work for them.
Oh, you can't get an extra person in there.
It's impossible. And
But you can't put 35 GoPro cameras in there? Listen,
Every-
if Jay Nice can put a GoPro on a tube in Atlantis,
okay, but that's different.
Yeah.
That's a tube. We're talking about a helicopter in the air with added weight now.
so what's a GoPro weigh? Jay Nice, our technical, what's it?
Don't know.
Google
I
it.
can't even imagine
Like a
it's
tenth
more
of a
than
pound.
2-3
Don't
pounds.
know.
No, a GoPro? Ounces. You're talking ounces.
Yeah.
So you throw, say, oh yeah, all right, 35 GoPros, 2
But
pounds.
then but here's the thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Then you have to run everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
But like you see some shows where a guy like takes like some brand new one-off supercar and he's got 13 of them suction cupped all over the damn thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, but that's
So-
I mean,
You know what?
car.
The helicopters could fly it just fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
say.
account for over what they can do.
Well, the thing is this: believe it or not, though, and you can back this up. I had a friend who was a nurse, and she was trying to get onto a med flight thing, and they literally you had to be a certain. How much?
4.2 ounces. We're getting
so
pulled in by our
now
technical
Google
support.
how many of 35 weigh?
25.
Oh, 25.
Why do you
We're gonna
keep
go 25?
amping up this number?
Because it's the way I am. 40. How many
thought it was
45? We get
35.
45 in this helicopter.
So-
97.
So 25 cameras times 4.5 ounces.
yeah.
But she's doing it right
16
now.
Yeah, 16 ounces.
Oh,
right.
God.
Come on, scientist.
Yeah, so that noise that you hear is actually us thinking. It's the boiling over. So, I'm just saying that would probably be the best thing ever. Because all right, so speaking of like History Channel, whatever.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting the answer.
What's the answer?
What's that?
9.1 pounds.
How many?
9.1 pounds.
9.1
9.1 pounds. Could we spare 9.1 pounds on that plane?
Have
Depends
the
on
pilot
who-
use the bathroom before they go.
It depends
I
on
know.
who the passenger is.
Yeah. It depends if they did a packy run prior to. Like, did you think like MedFlight would have landed and was like, listen, my wife's gonna be mad if I don't bring home 2 boxes of wine. So grab the 2 boxes of wine, throw it in the helicopter, and we're out of here.
We're talking about like MedFlight, Flight for Life, not my 900-pound wife, which was a show.
You know what it was, and now, but wait a second. Remember The Biggest Loser?
Yeah.
That was like the best thing on TV.
Somebody just had a heart attack from that and died.
Really?
They wouldn't take me on the show.
That's crazy.
Apparently, it's because I was not overweight.
So heart attack, huh?
Yeah. It's the Biggest Loser star, Bob Harper.
Which one was he?
Mm,
Do you remember the guy that lost so much weight so quick? He honestly, he looked like he was like 25, 26, and he had like all that extra skin. They had to cut it all off.
yeah.
Oh,
Which is like a lot of people when they lose that much
Oh, this
weight.
one.
Yeah,
Biggest
that
Loser-
rapidly.
So that guy, Bob, had the heart attack, but Daniel Wright died at the age of 30. He just died,
that might be the guy I'm talking
but
about.
he actually died of leukemia.
Oh, God. Man. Oh, I don't know. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Daniel Wright. He died. It says that he died after a battle with leukemia, but he was on the show.
Huh. Has anybody ever come out of that and gone on to do anything else? Do you know of? Remember, like Survivor. Like guys came out of Survivor and went on to shows. Did that pique your
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because you're
she's an
interested.
Amazing Race, Survivor.
Oh no, those are all fixed too.
Yeah,
They're all fixed.
Thank you. There's a Boston cop on one of them.
There was actually a couple from
Fixed.
Boston, and listen, when I honestly think this should be a great show. They should have cameramen follow the cameraman around on these shows, like the cameraman from Cops. They should have a cameraman following that guy, because that guy's in better shape than everybody. He's running around with that, and these aren't GoPros. They have how many ounces? 2.7 ounces. I mean, these guys are running around with like the old
Full.
VHS. You know, that should be a one. Like the behind the scenes things is supposed to be. Those are the good ones.
Did you ever like the Ice Road Truckers?
That wasn't too bad. Yeah.
It was all scripted.
Well, of course it was. It's all scripted.
Everything's scripted.
You know what? True
My
TV.
brother was working with one of the guys.
Oh, really?
He was the not nice trucker,
Yeah.
and they kept calling him back for seasons. He used to run trucks for the oil field for Halliburton.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep, and he found was like, no, I don't want to come back.
Yeah. I know that the Hansons from Deadliest Catch are consumers of alcohol. I have a friend that used to work at a radio station in Boston, and they took him out to the Capitol Grill, and we went and had drinks with those. And those guys legitimately could probably drink anybody on the table.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was ridiculous. And then they get up and they're like, "All right, we're getting on a plane," and everybody else is drooling on themselves.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
Wait, who's paying the bar tab?
Chris.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if I win the Mega Millions tonight.
Yeah,
then
what is that tonight?
530 million.
If I give you $1, you want to split it? Because I didn't get my ticket.
Well, you're all set because we already discussed this over lunch. So we're gonna buy one of the streets up behind the house in Wyndham here,
and then we're
Right.
all gonna.
and then we're gonna cul-de-sac it off. We're gonna make it a gated community, and all the friends are moving into the houses.
we're gonna have a horse barn for Danielle.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of dogs for Janice and
Um,
Danielle.
Let's see, the friends that are in this room
Currently.
at this table. Janice is gonna come because Craig is probably inviting her.
She's already jumped up going, oh, yes.
So no, that's what we said. We're like, this is what we're doing. We're building a compound with all our friends are gonna move in. The only way there's gonna be a parking lot out front, and you have to park your car there, and then you have to either get in a golf cart, an ATV, a trophy truck, monster truck, and that's how you get to your house.
Horse cycle.
Will there also be like a giant shop right there at the parking lot so I can repair everything?
You're not
That's-
gonna be working. What? You're gonna be a millionaire. What are you not gonna work on anything?
I get in trouble if I'm not working.
Well,
That's gotta be a
you'll
millionaire.
have an underground garage where you just like drive in and then it just lowers it down for you.
Why'd you have to go there? Why'd you have to ruin the whole fantasy of us not working and us just enjoying
No,
life?
it-
Where you like,
I
I
would
gotta work
actually-
on something.
I
You
would
know what?
actually
You're out.
I would
You're out of the
actually enjoy
cul-de-sac. Danielle, you're in.
I would actually enjoy it though.
Well, you know what? We'll hire you, and you can work on my monster truck.
But
I
that's
could be
the
Javier the food boy.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
but that's the other thing that we were talking about. Like, what would everybody else do with 530 million? So obviously, that's not going to be the cash option. The cash option will be 10% less than that. So
Oh, I'm not cash
No, it's
option.
gonna be like half
No
that.
way. I'm taking it. I'm taking it yearly.
Yeah.
Because I'll blow that.
Yeah.
I will blow that.
You're-
I will buy like 4 Chick-fil-A's, and it's all gone.
After you create an LLC.
Yeah. I literally will have. I will bring back Public Enemy, and I will have them play my Chick-fil-A for like a week.
Okay.
That's what I would do, and there's my money all done. So that's why I would have to take it monthly, yearly or whatever. Because then they have that reality show too, where those crazy people won all that money and now they're bankrupt.
Wait, you mean $1 million? Wait, the lottery homes?
No. So these people win.
Multiple times.
So yeah, so these guys actually win, and then they reach out to this dude, and he helps them find their dream house. So that's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a whole different show where they're like, meet Brian Smith. Brian Smith was a HVAC technician, and he won $13.5 million on Megabucks. And now it's
he
like,
sits on the side of the road.
yeah, and now it's like, so what do you do now? Well, now I'm the greeter at Walmart because I blew all my money the first year I got it, and it happens so much.
Well, the biggest problem is people go get a mansion and they can't afford
Yeah,
to upkeep or the property tax,
yeah,
or they go get a plane, which you have to pay for a crew,
yeah.
or they get a yacht.
Yeah.
You have to
Pay for a crew. And the
Where-
maintenance on those alone.
Well, if you went and got a yacht, of course, you have the crew right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Just
Captain Rowdy at your service.
Yep, exactly.
We may hit an iceberg, but I don't care how we hit that in Jamaica.
I was gonna say, how did you hit an iceberg in Jamaica?
So this one time, band camp.
So think about it. Yeah, but you know what? You're right. And you get those people that just go crazy because they've never had money before and they think that it's going to go forever, you know. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. But that's what they actually listed as. Some of the problems were the fact that they never thought of the upkeep of taxes on these things, especially luxury taxes on personal and jet or yacht.
Mhm.
You know, and then think every time a yacht, like a 100-foot yacht, leaves, it's like 27 grand worth of fuel.
That's just the fuel,
Just
not
fuel.
even your port taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, now that we're all.
Now you give him in the eyes like I did something wrong.
No.
All right.
I thought he was just bad his eyelashes.
Yeah, I like he's giving me the dream weaver. Oh, you did something wrong.
No. No. But imagine all the stress that you'd have with that.
Yeah, more money, more problems. But I think a
But
lot
you
more
know-
stress. You know why? Because everybody's doing this, and if you can watch this on YouTube, everybody's like this. Hey, remember me? We trick or treated together back in 7th grade, and I gave you that Snickers bar.
Yeah, just paying back with the
Taxes.
Snickers.
Yeah, and then every time you did something, somebody's got something on you. It's like, remember that time you egged Mr. Ferguson's house?
Yeah, no kidding.
Did 100 grand. I'm telling him, you know, and that's what happens. That was like that lady, Merrimack, New Hampshire,
Yeah.
was the first one to actually go fight in court and win that she could actually claim it anonymously. So good for her. And that was at like 400 million or whatever it was,
Yeah,
right?
that was
one
the
winner.
huge jackpot.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
And
you know,
she was fighting it, and it really
Yeah.
aggravated me because I bought a ticket from the next store down the street.
that stinks. So you were the second loser.
Right? No, I was the first loser.
Oh no, I was thinking somebody, the guy right behind her,
Oh,
who was like, "Come on, you know, like, come on, Phyllis, move it.
or the
come on, Phyllis,
cashier,
move it."
the cashier that was sitting there going,
Yeah.
"I should buy one."
Yeah. Do you ever think that, like the guy who like goes in and goes, "No, those aren't my numbers," and then they print them out and they're like, "Oh, just put that there." Wonder if anybody's ever won from that, like off a mistake ticket.
that would be awesome.
That would be, yeah, because you know what? Next time you come in, that guy comes in and goes, "Oh yeah, hey, you didn't park next to that Hummer out there, did you? Why? Because that's mine on your ticket." No.
Yeah. But with all the stress, you can boost your health and reduce stress by napping more often.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
Was.
Scientifically, and we talk about this all the time.
We do.
If it's not coming from someplace reputable, then I don't believe it.
This is from the National Sleep Foundation.
It sounds pretty
It actually is
reputable, right?
a legit
Okay.
I only trust the onion.
Yeah.
But it also has more benefits. It can lower your blood pressure, improve the health of your heart, and assist in weight management.
That's why I'm a mess.
I need to try that.
I was gonna say that's why I'm overweight. That's why I'm a mess.
Napping is fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Napping is fundamental.
Yes.
No,
Wait,
that's reading. My
does,
bad.
Does Daniel not let you nap? Because Janice usually doesn't let me nap either. I usually get dragged out of bed. Oh, look at.
Yeah.
I
No.
plead the fifth.
Yeah, they're pleading the
I
fifth
don't
card.
The
understand
1,
why
2,
you
3,
guys
4
don't have
is-
mics. We're gonna have to mic you guys one of these times, so we can just have the banter.
Hidden
We're just
mics.
gonna have random drop mics. that
You know who actually is probably the best nap assistant on the planet? Craigie. If I'm exhausted because I didn't sleep the night before and I grab Craigie and I say, buddy, let's just relax like a half an hour. He goes, okay, phony. So I give him the phone and I lay, and as long as I'm touching him, I know he's still there. And I'm out cold. And I wake up refreshed. I'm like, wow.
And he's still there watching
still-
the same video he was watching 20 minutes.
he's still there. He's painting by numbers or something. So
he was texting Danielle and Janice.
at once, yeah.
Probably. But they have the naps in 3 categories. Planned naps / preparatory naps, emergency naps, which is you suddenly feel exhausted,
Yeah.
and habitual naps, a nap at the same time every day.
So which one's better?
Well,
All of the above.
it depends. The length of the nap will determine what kind of benefits you will receive. So, a 20-minute nap enhances your memory, the motor learning skills, and mental alertness.
I'll have to remember that.
20 to 30-minute nap boosts your memory and creativity. 30 to 60 minutes, it enhances the memory and the skills to make a decision.
60 minutes. That's what I sleep at night. That's not a nap. That's
60 to 90 minutes.
what? Who naps for dead people nap for 60 to 90 minutes.
I do.
No, you don't. That's not nap. That's called sleeping.
I do that once a week.
And this nap ensures the rapid eye movement.
Yeah, REMs. Yeah. REM.
Yep. So it is the most beneficial type of nap. Helps you reset the brain. Helps you enhance the problem solving.
That's what I do every
Still.
night. An hour and a half. What? That's not a nap. That's sleep.
Yeah.
I always just say I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm like 20 minutes, and then my restless leg makes me wake up.
Yeah. In 2008, there was a study that showed that the nap is better than caffeine to improve the mental function.
Yeah, but napping doesn't
True.
keep you awake. Coffee does.
No.
No, he just said
No. I tell you,
I got nothing else.
after you've been plowing for 30 hours, and you're sitting in that truck, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
11
'cause that's
foot
called-
blade.
It's called rest.
10-foot
yeah,
wing.
no, I agree with
Oh,
you.
no.
But
So this
resting the eyes.
is my
oh,
favorite.
I like to say I'm checking them for holes. My eyelids for holes.
I like to just say I'm trying to see what it looks like through Ray Charles' eyes.
That's bad.
That's almost as good as your straight fire mixtape one.
But this is good. Children usually nap every afternoon at the same time.
No, they don't.
And this is also my favorite. Some adults also take a nap after lunch.
I feel it.
I feel like I want to.
Yeah.
But if you're at work, what are you going to do?
But
Give me 5 minutes.
But some businesses do that now.
Really?
Some businesses you can go and have a drink. Like you can have a beer at lunch. They have foosball tables. They have like crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
No, so where are you working?
No, I'm telling you, there's high tech companies that do that.
Google.
Google,
Yeah, Google.
Facebook,
Pixar.
Pixar.
But no, our friend Tina, who does part of the yoga program,
Yep.
her company does that. So I imagine a nap is, they probably have nap pods someplace. There's got to be some sort of nap pod.
DPW does that. No,
No, that's called a cab of a truck.
No, that's just all the other workers waiting for me to come around with a defibrillator.
Oh,
Firefighters.
nice. Yeah, firefighters nap in lounge chairs. No, the big recliners,
Oh,
right?
stop. They all sit outside on little beach chairs trying to get a tan.
Do they have? Wait, is there such thing as a slipper line? Can you get a slipper line from tanning? I know you can get them from those. What are the tongs? Those like sandals with the strap that goes through the big toe. Yeah, kind of like those. Can you get a? Does that have a tan line?
It's like a normal flip-flop.
Yeah. But I'm talking. But do you have a tan line in that big
No.
giant bald
Because I
bear claw
wear
you have there?
steel-toe boots all day.
He gets them.
Wow, even
don't
with my
listen to
Hey,
her.
we're,
listen,
we're
even with
having
my-
we're having somebody check in from the other side of the room that says that he does in fact get the tan lines down on his feet like that.
So that answers the question. The warden has spoken.
But I don't wear
That's
those.
my manager.
Oh, that's your manager?
My
You
publicist.
handler? Yeah. We're gonna have to get you a business card like Robert O'Brien's father.
I'm just thinking hers.
Oh,
should
that
all
was
hers needs
so-
to say is, "Yes, that's Matt. I'm sorry."
That was
Oh.
the best business card.
So why don't you tell them that story? Because people have no idea what we're talking about.
So I ended up reaching out to a military person, Navy SEAL,
American hero. American hero.
American hero, who was the one that shot and killed Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Yep. So I reached out to their foundation and explained to them what we did, and gave my huge one-page donation letter with, this is where you can send everything, with my address, Scott's address, and the Greater Lowell Community
Why don't
Foundation.
you plug the book? Plug the book. What's the book called?
I can't think off the top of my head.
It's because I still got tan line, like bikini lines on his feet that are just throwing me off. So it's Robert O'Neill is the Navy SEAL who wrote the book. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's Mick Huya. It was funny because when Chris said, "Hey, do you know who Robert O'Neill is?" I go, "Yeah, Mick Huya." He's like, "Who?" I'm like, "Oh, because I'm new to the Instagram thing, and I like Instagram a lot better than the Facebook." So
His book's called The Operator.
So yeah, where he talks about smoking Osama.
Yeah. And it was
Osama.
it's The Operator, firing the shots that killed Osama bin Laden in my years as a SEAL team warrior.
And he would kick Chuck Norris's butt too.
Debatable.
Hey, so now here's my question.
Yeah?
Him or Dr. Kim?
Dr. Kim. I'm sorry. You know what? If Dr. Kim was there, he would have shot bin Laden, put him back together, and then brought him to space with him.
And then let him go.
Yeah, in space.
With or without a spacesuit?
Without. He would have let him freeze in space.
He
And
would
then
have let him land on the sun at night, so then it's cold.
No, so what he would have done is he would have let him freeze in space, and then he would have shot him, he would have shattered into a million little pieces.
That would be cool.
And then put him back together as a puzzle, just for fun.
Yeah, and then brought him back here to rub it in everybody's faces that he did it.
That'd be
So
awesome.
he could be tried
Yeah.
in court.
Yeah, it would be Osama bids Dr. Frankenstein or something.
That's
it would
awesome.
be bad.
But yeah, so the
But
book,
Dr. Kim. And Dr. Kim would beat up Chuck Norris.
Debatable.
We are so far off the rails.
it's okay. But The Operator's the book, and we ended up getting 2 copies autographed, personalized, from Tim, who's Robert's father.
Yeah.
And he appreciated the work that we were doing and everything else.
And very cleanly, tell us what his title is, according to his business card. Can you? I'm the guy that makes you know what happened.
Yes.
And it actually says it on his
Stuff.
business card.
And then down below it says, he needs it, I do it.
Interesting.
So I will say that is one of the best business cards I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And it's better than Chuck Norris's.
But if anyone's interested in looking for that book, I'm sure you could get it at like a Barnes & Noble, Amazon. But
Oh, that book's everywhere.
But his website you can get it specifically from is robertjo'neill.com.
And I would suggest getting it from the webpage because you're not now paying Barnes and Nobles. You're not paying Amazon. You're not paying, the distributor. You're actually giving all the money to him, which I think he's actually a very charitable person
Yeah.
too because he does a lot of stuff on Instagram and stuff. So on the gram. So,
He does.
so.
But
Are you leaving?
Yeah,
Oh.
got work tomorrow at
All
7:30.
right. Well, nice seeing you again.
so no s'mores for you.
No.
Oh, we'll eat them. All right, well, for us.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
take
I
care,
brought-
Danielle. We'll have you on next time. No. No.
Well, I
Mic
think
drop right here.
I think this is. You know what?
That's a wrap.
I think Danielle is. Symbolic. She's leaving, and I think we should wrap it up. What do you think? I just want to say for anybody watching the new YouTube channel, the camera does put on 50 to 75 pounds.
It's very
And
true.
we're not this big. I'm slightly overweight, but not this overweight. So, Chris, why don't you give us the numbers, the magic numbers? And once again, I want to thank our new partners, DCU, Digital Credit Union. You can check them out, dcu.org. You can find your local branch. And hit them up, Chris.
So, guys, once again, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you're in crisis, call 1-800-273-TALK. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. Or you can text TALK HELP BLUE anything to 741-741. Or, of course, my favorite 3 digits, 911. Until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
See you later.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're like on the show all the time now. You'd stop.
Well, yeah, and then you guys wouldn't let me talk about DPW stuff.
You know what? Next one.
Next one, we can talk about DPW.
DPW Live.
I take that as a threat and a promise.
Well, I can edit that to make it beautiful. Are we still on?
It's still recording.
Hell yeah!
So,
Oh,
it can't see Matt.
I know, it was aimed at Matt, sorry. I
there
moved
he
it
isn't.
afterwards.
Well, there he is. Oh.
Wait, so it wasn't
Push it.
aimed at me the whole time?
No, it was aimed at you. I just turned the
Oh.
screen around so you can see what you're
damn
looking
it.
at.
Let's just say thank God.